In the world of luxury hospitality, creating that unforgettable guest experience is everything. But what's happening behind the scenes is just as critical. I'm talking about financial discipline. Today, we're going to dive into the art of cost control and see how mastering it can literally make or break a successful hotel. Hello, everyone, and welcome. As a hotel AI expert, I've spent a lot of time analyzing modern hospitality operations. It's my pleasure to welcome all the students from Europe Hotel School to this online learning journey. We are really looking forward to supporting your growth in this incredible industry. So let's start with the basics. What do we actually mean by cost control? Well, it's not just about cutting budgets, not at all. Think of it more like a strategic balancing act. It's the discipline of managing expenses to boost profitability, but, and this is key, without ever compromising the high-quality service our guests expect. It's all about being smart with every euro, every dollar. In this explainer, we're going to walk through 5 key areas. We'll kick things off with why profitability is so non-negotiable. Then, we'll get into the 3 biggest cost centers: labor, food and beverage, and operating expenses. And to wrap it all up, we'll look at the core principles that make everything else work. Okay, first up, the profitability imperative. And let me be really clear about this. In the hyper-competitive world of hospitality, managing every single detail isn't just a nice idea. It's absolutely essential for survival and, of course, for success. One of the huge challenges we face in this industry is that so many of our costs are high and they're hard to reverse. I mean, think about it. Your building lease, your utility contracts, your core management team. You can't just flip a switch and turn those costs off. And that financial reality is precisely why disciplined, proactive cost management is so crucial. So where do we even begin? Well, we start with our biggest cost, which also happens to be our greatest opportunity for efficiency: mastering labor expenses. And the numbers really tell the story here. For a typical hotel, labor can easily eat up around 35% of all expenses. That's way more than any other category. So you can see, getting this piece of the puzzle right has a massive, massive impact on your bottom line. So how do we do it? How do we manage labor effectively? Well, it really comes down to a 4-step process. Step 1 is accurate forecasting. You've got to align your staffing with predicted demand. Step 2 is strategic scheduling to get the most out of every single shift. 3, you need clear productivity standards, so everybody on the team knows what success looks like. And finally, step 4, cross-training your staff. This creates a flexible, versatile workforce that can adapt to anything without you being constantly overstaffed. And this quote from the Europe Hotel School London really hits the nail on the head. The main goal here isn't just to slash costs, it's to boost productivity. It's about empowering your team and getting the absolute most value from their time and talent, not just shrinking the payroll. Okay, next up, let's talk about food and beverage. When it comes to fine-tuning F&B costs, profitability is hidden in the tiny details. From buying ingredients to plating the dish, precision is absolutely everything. You see, effective F&B control means looking at the entire process. It all starts with smart purchasing and negotiating hard with your suppliers. Then, it's about having rigorous inventory tracking, so you can spot problems before they get big. It means standardizing your portion sizes for consistency and cost control, and being proactive about managing waste. And maybe, most importantly, it's about using data to engineer your menu, making sure that what you're serving is not only delicious, but also highly profitable. All right, our 4th section is all about streamlining operating expenses. Now, this is a pretty broad category, right? It includes everything from your electricity bill and cleaning supplies to maintenance, basically all the essential costs that go into running a truly world-class facility. Let's just take maintenance as an example, because here you have a very clear choice. You can be preventive with scheduled inspections that catch small problems, reduce your long-term costs, and keep your guests happy. Or you can be reactive, just waiting for things to break down. And that path always leads to emergency repairs, higher costs, and worst of all, unhappy guests. The choice seems pretty clear, doesn't it? And that brings us to our final section, the foundation of control. Because look, all these individual tactics are great, but they're only going to work if they are built on the right systems and, even more importantly, the right company culture. So, after all that, what really ties these strategies together? From scheduling your front desk staff to maintaining the HVAC system, what's the common thread? What's the secret sauce? Well, the answer lies in these 4 pillars. First, you need accurate, timely data. Without it, you're just guessing. Second, you have to have clear accountability, where every department head truly owns their budget. Third, those leaders need to have the authority to actually manage their costs. And finally, none of it works without seamless communication between your finance and operations teams. Everyone has to be on the same page, working towards the same goals. And this really brings us to our final and most crucial takeaway. At the end of the day, effective cost control isn't about creating a bunch of restrictive policies that tie everyone's hands. No, it's the natural outcome of disciplined management, of empowered leaders, and of a culture that values accountability. And that, right there, is the true art of profitability in hospitality.